Okay, okay, right. Okay, so good start, I would say. We're a bit behind, but whatever, that's gonna happen. That's what happens when you find bugs. If it weren't for these weird bugs that I did, and I like completely messed up one of the bits of coding, then that we probably wouldn't have had an issue. But I'm gonna try something, and we're gonna see how it works. So let's go to the normal screen. Perfect. Did I miss anything while I was away? No. Oh, yes. BM Potter13, thank you very much for following the channel. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. I hope you're having a good day. Sorry for missing your follow while I was taking a break. Okay. Fine. Let's get back to work then, shall we? So, yeah, I'm going to change it to numbers and see how that plays out. That was interesting. That was, yeah, I don't know how to put that. That was weird. That. You speak? Yeah, okay. Right. Hello.
Ollie's using some MLG thingy bot thing.
U-bots.
Alright, okay. Fine. Okay, let's keep going. So, we're going to change it to numbers and see how that plays out, and then we'll move straight on to robots. By changing it to numbers, it should basically instantly work. Shouldn't be an issue. Well, I doubt that'd be an issue. But yeah, why not? So, for the sake of what we're doing, I'm going to create a new one and just call it int. And we're literally going to put int at the end of it. So we know it's a different one. Gave you an extra 12 minutes, be right back. Oh god. Right. Oh, okay. Fine. Get really comfortable. That's what happens. I embed myself and then I leave and then I'm not really comfortable anymore. Okay. Alright, interaction options, that's all good. And then let's replace what we've got. So that actually takes place, if I'm correct, somewhere down here. Interaction options ID. Oh yes, I'm back now. Yeah.
How was your break? You feeling
Good.
revived?
Good. I'm no longer hungry. That's good. Right. Yeah. Okay. So it's been the plus area, and instead of this thing, we basically want to do. It's strings. Actually, what we need to do is we need to go back to the old way of doing stuff, which is using the scan, and place that in, and that's fine. And instead of that, we need an int and a plus, and that should, yeah, that should give us what we want. Hopefully, we don't need any of that. We don't do this either. What we need to do though is we need to create a new int, and we'll just call this options input. Let's make that work like that. We need to make that equal to 0. I'm going to place that here. D, and we're going to take that and make it equal to our lovely options input, just like that. Perfect. And that should hopefully work a bit better now. So that's going to put it in. We're still going to put stuff into, actually we don't want to do that. So let's just comment that out. Again, we want to comment, we could keep that actually. Comment, actually we'll get rid of that. Actually no, we won't. We'll just copy it and then put it down. And put options input instead. Just like that. Perfect. Okay. Cool. So we've done that. That's fine. So that should definitely have our lovely thing here set to what we want. I don't see why not. So if we can now go all the way back up here, in render, instead of putting in the brackets this find or get interaction, what we're going to do instead is we're just going to literally, instead of that, we're not going to get anything. We know exactly what it is, and it's going to be this. Now, that was wrong. What I want to do instead, I want to...
Should admins be able to ignore channel passwords? Regular admins, not server admins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I kind of messed that up. Hold on. Right. Right again. I'll answer my riddle. Wait, what? Where is your riddle? The only thing I see is gave you an extra 12 minutes, be right back. I don't see your new riddle. Anyway. Just put it again, probably.
Hello?
Oh, hi. Okay. I'm all the way down here. Right. We're gonna replace that. Oh, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna replace this. Remove that extra thing there. And that should give us what we want. I think. It'll be exactly the same here. And we might as well just do this. Take a bit, but we don't need that. Okay, so that should definitely give us that there and that there. That should be one, hopefully. Except that should be one, probably. We'll get to it in a second, see. How can a pants pocket be empty and still have something in it? Is it your hand? Your hand technically count? Okay, that's a good start. Good, okay, it works. Right, we finally did that. Rubbish. Brilliant.
See, all you need
Oh.
is a break.
All I needed was a break. Okay,
You're welcome.
thank you. Okay.
I tried to make him do it.
Yo, Fruit. Don't argue about this. It was my own decision.
Yeah, well,
Good job.
everyone else did that.
Alright, okay, well at least that works now. Let me just make sure it's all centered and working fine. And then we can put in what Fruit's made. As long as it works. So when you go that, it says alright. And he goes, I hate you. If not, right. Let's hope because the server... Okay. Right, let's put what Fruit's made in now. And then we actually have something we can say, look, this actually is cool. And then Oz will be happy because I'm working back on robots. So that's fine. Okay.
Right on.
Let's go back to our thing and show how easy it is. Probably not, to get this done. So, he first says, Fruit, well, hello there, stranger. What are you doing out here?
Oh, is this supposed to be a robot?
What?
I'm gonna go, I'll talk to you later.
Okay, sure. Bye, John. Yeah, so it says, yeah, so it says, well, hello, stranger. What are you doing out here? Right? To start with, and then he goes, you shouldn't travel.
Should probably just read it over first.
Yeah, I got this, it's fine. Right. So he goes, who are you? Or how is it dangerous? And then we got Bob option 1. I mean, we can rename these later, obviously. We don't really want this. But he'll say, to start off with, if you choose the first one, who are you? It says, I'm Bob Cheese, nice to meet you, stranger. And then his second option is, haven't you heard the Sentinels were released? Nice. I like it. Cool. Get released. Let's spell that correctly. Cool. Anyway, yeah.
Spell it wrong.
Right, yeah, you spelled released wrong. Anyway, it's in TeamSpeak, so whatever. Okay, so let's run it now and hope. Let's pray. I don't know if there's like an emote for praying. Probably not. Need a prayer emote. That's what we need. Right, well, hello there, stranger. What are you doing out here? You shouldn't travel out here. It's dangerous. Who are you? I'm Bob Cheese. Nice to meet you, stranger. Please. Okay. So that's this. That's not us breaking. It's being weird. There we go. And then there we go. Okay, it's back again. This Visual decided not to check something. How is it dangerous? Haven't you heard the Sentinels were released? Nice. It works. It works. It's great. Good. I'm happy. Perfect.
Nice job.
I'm happy. I'm happy. Now, the only thing I want to do now is just make it so you can't move when you're interacting with something. Does that sound good?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Very easy thing. All we just need to do is if he's in an interaction. So if we go to player, it's not your hand. Okay. So is it air? No. How can your pocket be empty and still have something?
Welcome to Game Studio
I don't
Live.
know. Bishark, thank you very much for following the channel, dude. You're amazing. Thank you very much. I hope you're having a good day today. You're now officially a member of the studio. Welcome to the 24-hour live stream. Thank you for being here. Interesting. I don't know. Is this a custom engine? Yeah, it is, yeah. We're not trying to include interactions. Yeah, it's a custom engine. Where are we currently doing move? To be honest. Interactions dot where's the end of this? Oh, it's so bad, that code. That's a rewrite at some point. Yeah. Alright, let's just start with some moving if we're in an interaction now. Just need to make sure. I must set it to false. So it's not air, it's not your hand.
It's a hole.
Oh, fuck. Really? Of course it is. God, these are so easy. Nice, I can't move when it's happening. That's cool. Now, obviously, these are only set for 2. So... Right, let's quickly sort them over so it works with more than 1, and then we're good. Or more than 2. And then we can move on to the robots. So we need that. Go in. Okay, we need that to go in there. And not entity spriteness. That was a weird bug, that one. I don't get it. A hole. Well. Right, what? Yeah, I know. I'm disappointed now. No matter. Okay. That's mutant. And this should be 0. In fact, it should literally be exactly this. That's wrong. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. That still works, right? That was a weird mistake. I think I just pasted that in by accident. Okay, yeah, that still works. Okay, cool. Alright, so we got those. That's cool. In 3. Then we need another one. Yeah, we don't want this anymore. Relevant. In fact, I don't know why it's an if statement, but we'll just keep it just in case I need to do something later on. It's possible. So instead of this should be 3 now, this should be 2, and this should be 3. And this should be moved down to like 70? Like, yeah, 70 or something like that. I don't know. Actually, too much. 80, but okay. Okay, so that's fine. So let's copy all that again now. And put it in here. Put an extra one on the end. And then we should be good to go. 2 robots. 2, 3. Okay, let's just make sure that runs. Okay, so design team, get ready to talk about how robots are built and that kind of stuff, and how you want it.
Right on.
Okay.
You want me to link that Pac-Man thing that breaks down a couple parts?
Sure, that'd be wonderful. This, yeah, well, this needs to be moved up, I would say. So that needs to become 4. No, it needs to become 7. 9, I suppose. Again, the layout of the stuff can change, but yes, it all seems to be working fine at the moment, which is fantastic. So, if we go to the OneNote document, we have indeed. Let's see. I need to cross that out. So we've done. Well, that was a massive fail. Whoops. We have done opening welcome and plan overview. We have done the new interaction system. Right now we're like, right. Let's work out how we've fucked up slightly. Okay, so this is now probably like 20. Okay, we can work out this stuff. I'm willing to remove the shop for now. Later.
Oz, can you do me a favor and try and assign yourself to server administrator?
Sure.
Actually. This is basically the same
Can you
thing.
do it?
So there we go, we've sorted it out. There we go, fixed.
Can I do it some other time?
It's okay when Fruit comes back, I'll just get him to do it.
Okay.
Fruit's my official tester.
Let me edit the link then.
Just like the finished product, man. Tell me how it works.
Right, let's save that. Hopefully it looks fine. Yeah, okay, cool. Right, there we go. That's all sorted out now. That should be better. Fine. Okay. So we can close this now. So we got a new tab. So now we're on to the robot inventory and development. That should only take an hour, to be honest, because most of it's already done. Okay, so, I'm guessing you linked what I just asked. Alright.
I did.
Okay.
I think
Whereabouts?
that's what you had in mind, was just basically tying robots to crafting.
Whereabouts did you link it?
Yeah, I did.
Which chat? There's TeamSpeak chat.
No. In Twitch chat.
It didn't come up.
Alright, it's in TeamSpeak now also.
Okay, cool. I'll just do that.
Yep, sorry about that.
Oh yeah, it's fine. I don't know what's going on there. There we go. Right.
To build and want to use, because without it you can't really target an item or another action. But it's really handy for shit that you just want to, like, say, follow you around or be stationary.
Yeah, so just
This is
basically,
the wheel.
it's a quick breakdown of the different parts that go into crafting. So it's all your the crafting stuff that you have, and it's just a matter of tying it to the pieces that are actually getting crafted, and then, you know, ending with an NPC that looks like something that we can control. And for right now and today, just getting them to spawn and maybe move somewhere on the map and stand there.
Cool.
You're winning.
Okay.
And I have fresh sprites. I'm like 90% through ones that are all centered to the middle for you, of all those parts that I'm going through right there on the video.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. That sounds good. Okay.
Yep. I'll post them to the feedback site. And also there's two. I posted on the feedback there a completed Pac-Man and Hover, both centered. So if you wanted to just put an NPC in You know, you can start
Okay,
there.
yeah, cool.
There's all the basic stuff about movement, some basic values to get started with.
This is meant to be different. Okay, so it's basically using the same, well, not exactly the same UI. That's gonna change. How am I gonna do this?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a basic version of building this first, and storage, and then we can move on to the other stuff later. Okay.
Yeah, like I said, it's more that one. The real purpose of it wasn't necessarily UI as much as breaking down the parts involved in putting it together and sending it on its way. Go do your bidding.
Yeah. Okay.
Chomp chomp, Pac-Man.
Right. Okay, so let's start with the robot inventory. So that's the player's inventory, well, kind of the storage in our game of if you have a robot and what they're made up of, basically. Now, if I am correct, I'm already storing this in some random place in player. Probably I'm right. With all this collision stuff, it's kind of weird. No, apparently not. But okay. So apparently not in there. Could be an item then. You're storing it somewhere. I know I did it. Unless we have, oh, we have a robots thing. Ah, that would be probably where I'm storing it then. Yeah, here we go. Robot name, robot parts, and robot health. Okay, perfect. So, Oz, how many parts make up a robot?
A minimum of 2.
Minimum of 2, okay, and a maximum.
Visible ones. Are you referring to visible or the total crafting recipe?
Probably total crafting recipe.
I think it was 3.
3 parts in total.
No, 4, 5. There's 5 definitely total. 5.
5.
The movement, the core.
It'll be,
CPU.
yeah. Okay. Wait, let me write this down. Hold on. Right. Okay. So what have we got? We've got the core, which is like the outer body, right?
Yep, that's your main body, right?
Okay. So that's body. Okay. And then we've got the CPU.
Correct. And that's where you're gonna. That stores other things such as the hard drive and whatever. But
And so inside the
storage.
inside the CPU, there's more slots to build stuff, right?
Correct.
Or do you build a CPU and then slot it into the robot?
I think it'll be that way.
Okay, that's a lot easier. Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. So, wow, that's going to be interesting, but okay, fine. I got it. Okay, so we got core body, CPU.
Just think of it as a brain. Like, we need some way to say, well, here's how much storage it can have. And that's where it is now. We don't know how complicated it's going to be, but it's a component that's important, like what it can do.
Okay, sure, that's fine. Okay. So after the CPU, we have
The movement,
movement. Okay. Right. Okay.
the input,
Input. Yeah.
and the fifth one, which
Weapons.
strikes my mind, so it may not be as important. But
Okay.
at least those 4.
Isn't it
You need to be able
weapons?
to tell it what to do. It has to be able to have somewhere to store the programs. It needs a base, and it needs a way to move.
Okay. What about for fighting? It must have weapons, surely.
That is added on, right? When those are attached to the core. The core has sub slots also.
Oh,
Says
okay.
weapons.
Wow. Okay. I was
Eye
thinking
And the gun.
it would be easier to do it the way I'm thinking, where you have the body work, which is just one item, and then you can have a total of like a left weapon, a right weapon, or slots where to put them.
Right. Yeah, it's the same thing, but like the base size of the body may be different. Like you may have a little flying guy with one little gun on him, or maybe you have a big wall-y brick guy with like
Yeah.
a big giant cannon or 5 guns or 2 guns. Like,
Okay.
You could kind of scale is the way we were thinking.
How? Okay. How many on the body? What's the max? I know it's kind of big questions, but what? How many things could you put on the body?
How much?
Attachments.
Let's just say 3 for right now.
3 attachments. Okay.
Yeah. A max of 3.
Okay.
A
Yeah.
minimum of 0.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Minimum of anything is fine, apart from probably the body. That would be weird. So we got core body.
Say something real quick.
Sure. Yeah.
have to leave. I'll probably be gone for a maximum of 4 hours.
Okay,
Because I'm being forced like I thought I would be.
no problem.
No worries, mate. Be well. We'll see you again soon.
We might have something better than the talking cheese person by the time you get back. But yeah, okay, alright, enjoy whatever you're doing, or if you can.
I
Okay, so we got body, CPU, movement, input, attachment 1, attachment 2, and attachment 3. Anything else that could possibly... the CPU, see, this is the thing. The way I want to store it, I want to store in one big array, and that's going to help us store everything, instead of having a core body, because that's going to be weird, the way I'm thinking.
The reason that I put it like that, I kept thinking it as a recipe. So I kept thinking it from all the way at the beginning, when you start getting the little pieces, and then as you put them together, they would kind of, you know what I mean, versus what you're actually showing once it's all together and you're out there in the wild with it. That's the reason.
I think I can do both. I think I can do both. I just want to store it in one big array, so the CPU, so yeah, we got the core body, the CPU movement, input, attachment 1, attachment 2, attachment 3, that's all fine. Okay, because then, basically, you got the bodywork, is what, core body is basically what I call the bodywork, okay? And then attachment 1, attachment 2, attachment 3 are basically what you were saying are part of those things. So they are still technically part of it, I just, for storage in code, I need to do it like this. So for the CPU, okay, let's just talk about that for a bit. How exactly, so that's made up of certain parts, I'm guessing, as well, right?
Correct.
Okay, so what, give me like an example if you can.
Come back to me.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Yeah.
I mean, like I said, it's mainly just how much storage he has as of right now.
Fine. Okay. I'll keep it as CPU for now then. So we have a maximum then in this case of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It's not, I guess what my point is, it's not CPU as in like the individual processor we would normally think of.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the whole, all the little important parts to make it more than just a pile of rubbish.
Does that mean...
The battery, that was the other thing, the battery.
Battery,
Cool.
okay.
That was the fifth one.
Okay.
Yeah, because every character should get energy, so that we,
Yeah. That makes sense,
Yeah.
battery, yeah. Okay, cool. Because you can have different storage maximums, right?
yeah.
Perfect, okay. Okay. 2, 3, yeah, I can deal with 8. Okay, I can do that. I'll deal with what we got for now. It shouldn't be too difficult to kind of change the CPU around. But as long as it's... Yeah, whenever we do it, it's fully planned out, that should be fine. Okay, so these are the parts that make up a robot. They can be up to 3 robots, and they've got 8 parts. That's fine. The only issue is this should be 8, and this should be 3. But yes. Okay, fine.
Yeah, pretty much if you just run with that at this point, like those parts will have their own values, right?
Okay, yeah.
But
Yeah, no, I think I've got it, I think. Okay,
10-4.
alright. Because the battery, although it's made up lots of parts, it's still, we predefine the sizes, right? We have, like, small battery, large battery, medium-sized battery, whatever, battery X, that kind of stuff, right?
Correct.
Those will be items that you possibly could even find out in the world, you might not even have to build. So those are items. The reason I'm saying this is because the core body, with all the attachments, is not actually a whole item in itself. Because you would have to write that in the... You have to write each type. You would basically always have to write 7 million different things into the item thing yourself. Which is why I'm doing it this way, so you don't have to. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I follow.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. Okay. We got that, that's fine, and that's going to go together. That's cool. Right, let's get rid of our interactions for now, because we're not working with those. Okay. So we're actually adding some more content. So we've done interactions, we added some content to do with that. That's cool. Entities and interactions, and we can say goodbye to for now. And that's all good. We don't need to sprite bank. So the files we actually need now are, we need to go to game, and we need to do, we need to add an object, which is our robot crafting table, because it's very different. Well, we can craft all the individual pieces on the normal crafting table, but when you actually place the robot together, we need its own table and UI. Okay, so that's fine. Then we also need then items. We might need to add some crafting bits then, but for now it's fine. And whoops, and anything else. We've already got chunk open, that's fine. Files we're not changing just yet. We can do that later when we're doing some art, so that's all cool. Fine. Perfect. Okay, so let's go to our credits. We'll keep it at the end just in case. Next blank I'll keep open because we may need to do some stuff. So we've got crafting table, welcome mat, wooden table. Apparently it's crafting as well. Interesting. I know why that is, right? And then we got all this bushes in the bed. Okay. So basically what we need is a effectively what we're calling a we've got a robot crafting table. Also, wooden table is no longer what we think it is. It's a bit different. It's basically a wooden crafting table, and that shouldn't break anything, I don't think. We've got robot crafting table, and that's going to be different. Okay, so we're going to need an image. So we'll just actually, for now, we'll just take the wooden table. It's easy to use. So that's its image. Its type is crafting, but we're going to have a different type of crafting. We have robot crafting. And it's offset. Oh, we haven't done offset. That's something for later, but still, that's all good. So we need robot crafting, just like that. And in these type of things, it's all just lowercase, usually, unless you're making it lowercase, such as a name or something like that. But for a type, it's fine. It's gonna read it. That's fine. Cool. Okay. So that's all fine. So let's quickly, I did save it. Yeah. Okay, right. So let's run the game, make sure everything's running with just the small changes I made to the previous objects. Right, let's go back in. Right, so that's all running. That's all good. Perfect. I believe, right, Oz, what do you require any tools to be able to make the robots? Like a spanner or different things?
It doesn't matter to me. That's up to you. Dave has much more input on that. I think we can make it as complicated or as simple as we want, but you know, kiss.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Fine. Okay, so we've got that. That's all good. Let's put the crafting table here, I would say. Yeah, let's do that. So, at the moment we're using our lovely drawn wooden table. Okay, so let's change this up. Let's rotate that way. Fine. Now, obviously that doesn't work, but still. Then canvas size it. So we're gonna make it a bit higher than normal. We're gonna make it 90. 9-0. That doesn't make any sense. Just like that. Right. Remove these. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to file save as this, and we're going to call it robot table, just like that. And we can already change that in here. And we might as well open up the wooden table once again, just to get this stuff. Oops. There we go. Right. Right. Okay, let's try again. Okay. Fantastic. Right. We're then going to take this. Now, obviously, our robot table isn't going to be this. Right, let's finally use this. Okay, cool. Right. to one tablet. There we go. Okay. So yeah, it's gonna be right. That's fine. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna be using this to. This always happens. Like that, okay. Okay, perfect. Right, now let's try and fix this up again. Not look really weird. There we go. Now, obviously, like I said, this isn't it just yet. And this wouldn't exactly be like that. Let's just put that like that. Okay. Let's quickly take this. That. Now, let's basically... that. Whoops. Like that. Perfect. Okay. So. Pretty much like that. Okay. We're gonna do that there. Obviously, we're just doing stuff to test off to start off with. So much like we have this, literally take this. Put it on. Okay. Right. Obviously, the coloring. It's slightly different. We need to remove that. There we go. Okay. So for now, we want to put the primary one. That. Like that. Perfect. And now we're going to quickly get all these. And we're going to fill them in like that. Perfect. Okay. Now, one of the things we can now do, this might look weird. We'll have to try. Try and get a type thing. Oh, okay. Fine. Okay, so we need that kind of stuff there. Not too bad. Oh, but we need to do take this. Okay, not too bad. Okay. A little bit of color. That's way too light. That's not what I meant to do. Actually, we can just keep it like that. That's fine. Whatever. Perfect. Okay. For a table, this seems fine. This is going to be our robot table for now. And obviously, like I said, everything you see in artwork isn't going to be the same for everything. It's just never going to be that. But we can probably... yeah, this is all good. Whatever. The thing I want to do... a bit of shading here. Yeah. And then... tolerance. Alright. Okay. Well, same for this. The secondary one on a tiny bit darker. Like that. Yeah, okay. Okay, up to that. Yeah, maybe. Okay, and the same here. I'm probably In fact, probably the same here as well. Right, looks fine. Right, save that, and we'll see if we can place it in. Okay, so we've got it there. So if we go now open up our... There's another thing I forgot to open, which was the game.files, our maps file. I'm going to open up our cell. Okay, so in our cell we should have 3 objects. We have the door map, we have the we have the door mat, we have the bed, and we have the crafting table. We're going to add another one now. Now, we need to make sure we get the right object, because if not, we're going to get some random bush like appearing. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. That's not what I want. I'll go back over here. I've got a cell map, so we're working with 8. Fine. I probably could have just worked that out myself, but anyway, right. Now, if I want to put this at 5, and then I'm thinking around 8. No, that's not going to work. Make it 7. I'll try that. Okay. So I should place it down. Obviously, placement is important and stuff like that, but... Come on. Perfect. Gonna play a game. Right, it's a bit... Okay, yeah, I didn't say that, I don't think. Go back to objects. I know what happened. My bad, guys. My bad. Right, I forgot to PNG. There we go. And we want to flatten it. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, cool. Now let's try that again. Alright, so it's a bit out. I knew that was probably going to happen. And the way to fix that is simply just to do not there in cell a long way to make this this one 6. And there we go. And that should hopefully do it. Now we're gonna have a feature later on in testing where we can just reload the map again as we've changed it. That'll be a lot easier. So there we go. Here's our lovely thing. Now that's gonna do it for that. Now I'm wondering how far down. Okay, so what's going on is oh really? That's quite a long thing. Anyway, yes, so what's going on here is that we have 2 different types of crafting. And so all we need to do now is go back to objects. There we go there, and we want to open up this one as well. And we look for type. So it sets the robot, so it's already setting it as our object type as robot crafting. It's already doing that, which is what we want. So if we go down to interact, we have robot crafting. As I said, a lot of this stuff is already done, so it's not too bad. All it's doing is it closes all windows and then does UI window crafting equal to true. Now obviously, now that we're doing robots, it's no longer the basic crafting table UI we want to open up. It's our own unique one. Now, I haven't made this or anything like that, so what we're going to do, we're going to make this very simple. Just for the first stages, I only set an hour to do this because I don't want it to be too, like, I don't really mind that much. I'm just literally going to give it to myself, and then we can be happy. So, we have full window crafting. What we want is robot crafting, like that. Perfect. Okay. So now, if I'm right, we go down to what are we looking at? Crafting, got window crafting. That's great. A lot of these stuff will now hopefully be in their own thing, but for now, we're keeping them where they are. So we've got window robot crafting. Fantastic. Okay, so we're going to take some basics away from here. So we would like to probably take these things and copy those and put them in here. Now, this is basically, from the top of my head, I don't recognize the number, but from what it looks like it does, it's the X button at the top right of the window. So, we just want to replace this with robot crafting. Okay, so that's good. So if I'm going to run this now, hopefully it pulls up this UI instead of the normal crafting one. Which is what we want. Which is what we want. Let me re-pause my TeamSpeak a bit. There we go. Perfect. Okay. And as you can see, it's not loading anything remotely that we want, but we got crafting, and it's kind of got there. It's kind of here, which is good. This is what we're looking at. This is good. This is a good start. So I'm going to close that. And I'm just going to show you, we can still go up here and craft, hopefully. We're going to pick up some random items. So I think obviously it's a design choice, and this is all about optimization of the design for each robot and that kind of stuff. So as I said, we don't care too much about what tools you require. For the metal box in the normal crafting, you need a hammer, right, to be able to do it. So we're actually going to start using what? Sorry.
I was gonna say, does the hammer and so forth, does that represent the way the 3 tiers or whatever to creating a full robot? Certain parts like the wheel may have a rim and a tire and a shock.
Basically, no. That we can still do that. That's the basically, I can't. What you saw with the boxes, the boxes are made out of parts which you have to create. You have to make plates, metal plates, to be able to create the box. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the metal plates requires two scrap metal each. So you can create the metal plates, and then you make the box. So let's treat the box as like the body of the robot, right? For now.
Perfect.
And so yeah, but to create the actual box, you require a hammer. So what I was thinking is, you know, to create a robot and actually fit it together, you might need a screwdriver and a hammer and a wrench or that kind of stuff. And they have durability, hopefully, is what I was talking to Dave about. So it just means that you can balance it out. So you can't just keep making a robot, you know. You need a hammer, that kind of stuff, those tools. Yeah, okay, cool. So we haven't decided yet, as I just said, about whether you require it for different things. The only decision we made is that you need a hammer to make a box, which is 2 screws and 2 metal plates. But which doesn't make any sense because they're screws, and it's a hammer. But anyway, tools is something we can use, and it's cool. But we haven't decided what they're used for individual items.
As long as the notion of materials is equal between all of that stuff, I think you're onto something really, really nice. Because then when you find those rare materials, now do you really want to put it towards a tool or a core or a nice wheel, nice gun?
Yeah, exactly. Now the hammer's not going to be used up on one make, okay? It will depend on the item made. So what we're going to do is in crafting, it will have in our class attribute system, it will have a number and it will say this is how much durability it requires of this tool, okay?
Right.
So I think that's a good idea, or we could just have it the same for each creation. But
how many rolls of robot duct tape?
Yeah, okay, sure, yeah. Actually, I actually basically have some parts that we can start to create a robot here. I mean, the metal box could be a casing, and we got a what's it called? A wire coil, which we can just use for a basic CPU. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I didn't mean to cut you off. If you check in the TeamSpeak, I linked up under the feedback. There's 2 zip files. Now, the one is all the robot bits broken down by individual pieces, just like you just described.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
So you can actually model how they'll come together on the screen and then become one.
Neat. Okay, so should I download both of them or just?
If you'd want, yeah, it'd probably be handy to have maybe one next to the other or something.
Okay, right. I've done both zips already done, so that's great. Okay. Let's. Yeah. Okay. So
move McPepper in.
Yeah, he can come in.
Oh, he didn't. He was okay. He was up there talking to Dave. Yeah. Oh, there you go.
I'm sorry, no one has permissions. I'm kind of messing with them.
I popped off for an hour, and clearly it's been longer than an hour, but I feel great.
Perfect. No matter.
How's it going? How you doing?
It's going good. We finally, eventually, completed the talking, the social aspect of the game. And
Cool.
Brute, before he had to go, he had to run. He created a very cool, quick backstory to this guy, the Bob Cheese guy. So I'll do it on stream now, just to show you. I'm going to talk to this piece of cheese, and he says, "Well, hello there, stranger. What are you doing out here?" Click to continue. You shouldn't travel out here alone. It's dangerous. I'm going to click to continue, and then we have two options. Who are you, and how is it dangerous? So we'll ask, who are you? And he'll go, "I'm Bob Cheese. Nice to meet you, stranger." Click continue. And that's going to close it, but we can set it so it automatically goes back to the questions again, unless you press exit. So it has like a default menu, much like in Skyrim. But yeah. So now we've just so that's cool. So now we've just added a object, basically a robot crafting table, which is where you put all the bits that you've made on the normal crafting table into your robot. Click build, and it's done.
Oh, excellent.
But we haven't actually done the UI for that yet. But we've got the storage already for where it stores all the robot parts and that kind of all the robot parts. What's made up of your robot? That's all right.
Awesome.
So yeah, we're done there.
No defined stats or anything like that. Just the base components.
Yeah, I'm not making it too complicated to start off with.
Cool.
Will items like hammers have durability? Yeah. Add the new sprites. I will. Hold on. I just gotta fix this up. I don't think this is a thing. And then we also need to add to the text. I think I closed it. No, I didn't. Fantastic. What was it? Text 6. What even is text 6? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, this is crafting. Okay. That's disappointing how I did not use that. So if I go down here, now I believe this is at 20. I could be wrong. Let's see. Robot crafting. Okay, that's fine. Let's try and put this as 20. I believe the last one was 19 that we added, so there we go. And let's see. It's probably not. It's probably like 19, and I'm just going crazy. But yes. We also have a piece of music, Dave. I don't know if you were here, but someone's already created one piece. Very cool.
Give me a link to that.
Let me put it in the big den. There we go. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I don't know why I went outside there. Robot crafting. Fine, I was right with the numbers. Okay, so now we need to go to the actual UI. So this is going to be fun. Alright, adventure, assets. Now, as always, Quicks must always say that everything you see is not necessarily the end result of what you'll see, especially for the HUD and the UI. It's basically me messing around anyway, so yeah. Don't expect anything. What is, if this is the PSD, it is fantastic. Okay. Okay, so what we want here is we want to copy that part. So yeah, let's go here, let's get rid of these.
Welcome to Game Studio Live.
Walkers 00. Thank you much for following the channel. Welcome to the studio. I think you're the 40th follower today, so you've officially made it 8 extra minutes onto the end of the stream. Thank you very much. Welcome. I hope you're having a good day. Okay, so we got this part. Then we probably want another one, I'm guessing. So what have we got? We got 8 parts so far, we said. So we got basically 4 main parts. Like that.
Yeah. No, 5.
5 main parts. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Same thing. All right. Okay. Not really.
If you're gonna model if the battery is one of those 5.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we can label these here. Okay. So we have these, and then we got the 3 attachments, which are basically the weapon parts or something like that. Is what I understand.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. The attachments is the things that would go onto the core.
Yeah.
Be like possibly limbs or a head or eyes or weapons, stuff like that.
Yeah. Like a also like a claw to pick stuff up, I'm guessing, if you're trying to pick up items. Is that what we're looking? Yep, that kind of
it's
stuff.
whatever you mount out there, whether it's a claw. That's why I was trying not to limit it, but at the same time kind of keep it, under control to some point. The more of those you add, the more varieties of robot you end up with.
Like Mega, even if it's chiptune, I would actually like it, because you know how you have like music discs in Minecraft, and in Portal you've got like the radios. I would really like something like that to be part of it, so you can like collect up the music to play in your base. I think that'd be quite cool. Possibly. We'll see. But I like that idea.
Oh, I like Lost Cells. That's good.
Okay, so these are the parts. So for the sake of doing this, I actually also need to resave this. Instead of need robot crafting background. Right, while we develop. So we're gonna have to have some white now. And so let me get up this code quickly to review it. We have the core body, CPU movement, battery. Yeah, okay, fine. So we need the body.
Welcome to Game Studio Live.
Volcano Dog 12. Thank you much for on the channel. Welcome to the studio. Now officially a member. Thank you very much, dude. Hope you're having a good day today. Thank you very much. Welcome to the studio. We're now officially a member. Okay, so we got body. What comes after body? What would be important? The CPU, I'm guessing, is quite vital. Maybe centered. Perfect. Okay. Then we also need... Probably remember it's movement. Okay. Mobility is probably the name we want to use, I'm guessing. That sound right? Mobility?
Yeah.
Mobility, okay. Obviously everything can be changed, but yeah, mobility for now. We then have the battery. Like that. And finally, as part of the 5, we have the input. I'll just get rid of that. Let's stop running the program for now. There we go.
Just essentially what a keyboard or some sort of you know,
satellite dish. Yeah,
satellite.
satellite dish, radio, that kind of stuff. Yeah, okay. We got input, and then we got attachment 1, 2, and 3. 1. These might
By
have to
the
be.
way, it's up to you. I was assuming not having to show the input in the final robot.
Not to show it. Yeah, no, it wouldn't show it as a graphic. We can, yeah, we can not show that. That's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless I guess it's a big exterior one, but
Like a
then
satellite dish.
maybe if in that case it would have to go onto
Yeah.
an attachment spot.
Yeah. That's why I think instead of input we have 5 attachments maybe. Would that work? Let me think.
See, the thing is, like, you need an input just from all kinds of theme idea, right? You have to be able to tell it something,
Yeah.
like communicate with it. Otherwise, it's just a brick.
True.
But we don't have to model it because we have the idea of wireless, of course.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got attachment 3. Right. Okay.
But you do need it from the sake of your crafting table, because you're gonna have to put something into that slot to form the overall final robot again.
True. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. A quick drink.
I hear that, man. Holy crap.
Okay, so we got our attachments, that's all fine. We'll save this, and then let's try and flatten it down as a PNG. See how it looks like inside the game. Not like that, though. Right, again. Or maybe it is like that. Have a look. PNG. Yep, apparently that's exactly how I want it. Robot underscore crafting underscore background. Perfect. Okay. And we're going to save that. And that's going to ask us if we want to flatten it. And we're going to say yes. Okay, so that's cool. Now, because our system is awesome, we can just add it within a couple of seconds into our engine. By just going into our GUI bank. Creating a new asset. Now, if I find a crafting background, it'll be easier to edit. And I actually put it on a new line. That would be good. Let's just see. Robot underscore crafting background. Making input the full attachment also frees up horizontal space so the text or attachments don't look bunched up. Okay, yeah. I think that's a good idea. Because input is kind of, yeah. But the thing is, we can have it so each attachment or item we can just turn on and off if it needs to show on the outside sprite. Easily. Yeah. So we'll have a look. Let me see. Let me save this then. Let's see how it looks as in game, and then if not, it actually makes sense because it's 8 to be able to put it in. But yeah, let's have a look. Actually, yeah. Why did I not do that? That makes a lot more sense. This sort of something. Let's move this down.
You know what?
Well,
You can group it together with the CPU, and both of them get mounted to the core, one way or the other.
yeah, well,
I was
if you
just
wait,
thinking
if you
from a required parts, if you separate them into two groups like that, you know, the 4 on the top and 1 on the bottom are required.
yeah,
But if you go maybe like 3,
hmm.
3, 2, 3, I don't know. Never
If you
mind.
see what I've done now for the actual design of the UI, it works, I think. And then we can change it. I have an idea how I might do something to like program the CPU and that kind of stuff.
Groovy. Roll
Okay.
with it.
Alright, let's put that in. That in. Perfect. Right. Now let's see what number it was. It was 25. Okay, fine. So let's go back to UI. And instead of using the lovely background we're gonna make of the crafting, we're gonna use our new lovely background of the robot crafting. So yeah, that's cool. Well, basically is the inputs basically is the 4th attachment, but we just name it input for now. Like I said, everything's subject to change. It's fine. Please, okay, that's cool. That's better. Okay, I like that. It's better now. Obviously, this kind of stuff would be better if it wasn't so see-through, but yeah, it works up. Wait, why is it? It works up here because it's so like dark and it. Yeah. Interesting. I can work on that. But anyway, yes. Okay, so it's got these parts, and that's cool. Okay. And we're going to have a button here that says craft. Perfect. Okay. And then we can have a view here, possibly, that actually shows the final product. That's interesting. I like that. Let me quickly go back over here. See if that can actually work. Oh, I don't want it to be like that anymore. So these are all 64 by 64, these boxes here. So let's say... It's a really bad way to try to do it, but put 2 together might look fine. Just like that. And this should hopefully show what the final product might look like when you build it. Again, probably, I don't know, maybe it'd be kept in, maybe not be. Okay, and then we'll have a crop button here, I think. Okay. Right, so let's resave that there. And let's resave that as a PNG as well for our game. Go. Button. Perfect. Okay. This allows some cool concepts. Right, let's also then quickly let me see, I want the button to be about maybe work around that. So we got 80, yeah, okay. And then 24. Yeah, that works fine. So we need to do some stuff here. Let's open up one of our example things. Open up that one and this one. We'll pretty much do exactly the same. So need the white as well. So let's go that. And then we'll use this. That's weird. I got the gear on. There we go. Yes, that's fine. Like that. That's cool. Right, and then let's switch that over. And just have craft. There. That looks good. Let's save that as go to GUI hard. Obviously, not as this. Okay, we got craft select, and then we'll have underscore robot. Actually, that might be better to do this one. Yeah, robot crafting select would be better. Underscore crafting select. Save. Okay. Button. Undo. Right, now all we need to do is take this. Eventually. Is that what we've done? In here would be great. There we go. Okay. And then let's take the color we used in here. And just paste it into here. Like that. Perfect. And file save as. A PNG. And a robot crafting unavailable. And save that. Okay. Neat. Flatten that. Right, those are both in. Nice. Okay, so let's put them also in. I believe they're here somewhere. These two. Take those. So this would be what, 26 and 27. That's fine. Let's move my graphics tab out of the way. Have I already pissed them in? I have. Okay, so we got robot crafting there. And we got robot underscore crafting there as well. And that's unavailable, so we've got 26, 27. Fine, that's in the game now. That's perfect. So what I want to do is, in UI, we basically have to store some variables. Okay, so these are basically going to be temporary. So actually all we need to do, we can have these in as private. We need to get the ID of the items basically in each slot. So the best way to do this, go to robots, let's quickly take this, put it in here without the 3 since it's only going to be one thing. Okay, so that's fine. Pots filled, like that. That should be good. Neat. Ollie, I fucked up. How did you fuck up, Martin? What have you done now? Every time. Oh, okay. Got robot spot filled, that's all good. And so that's fine. What we need to do is, what we're going to do is, yes, we have all that. What was that?
Can I ask Dave a question?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Hey, question. Are we going to have recipes for guns and weapons of sorts?
Definitely.
10-4, good buddy.
Good, I'm
Are we
happy.
going to have required things, or are they going to be all like a little bit independent of each other?
I do like the idea of a required tool, but since it's an aspect of each individual recipe, essentially every single variant of every single gun could require a different tool if we wanted.
Right. And for
I'd
simplicity,
quite
if we decided to, we could just do a sweeping one to start with and go from there.
I'm thinking like say a handgun as a final product once you've got all of the pieces assembled. Just like in real life, a soldier can put it together with no tools at all. But if you wanted to build a barrel, that would require some tools. So I reckon we can go for that kind of building components that snap together kind of model. And then if you want to build something quite big and complicated or very, very small and compact, I don't know, you might need some interesting kind of tool to just ram it all together.
Right, but each one, it has its own set of parts per se, right?
Yeah, like, I don't know,
a handle, a scope.
Something like a trigger, a handle, a barrel, an accelerator, and a base. That was it. And with those sort of 5 components, you could say that each one requires a different tool, whereas really, they're all made out of metal.
Right, and so that one makes that, but if we have a tube, a potato, and a funny grenade, like, do we have a gun right there? Like, as long as it has a tool that is required to make it. Like, is the tool the common bond between them, or is there more than that? Obviously, there's going to be stats, right?
More.
Like attack and that kind of. But those are just statistics. Those aren't actually what we need to display and or write recipes for.
I think we should definitely perhaps try and break down weapons so that all of the weapons could be expressed as perhaps like a small collection of components, say like 4 or 5. I remember scribbling out a massive list once and seeing something that was in common with them, and it boiled down to 2 variables. It was easy. So I'll have another think about that. And then we can start assigning graphics to them. Because we don't need to have any code that varies it. We can essentially generate shit tons of data that has all the variety in it if necessary.
Perfect. So basically, those four things have a set name, and then we can like for each different variant we need, we just add a string that assigns it so that we can give it flavor, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And is it required that they have all 4, or can one have 2 of them and some others have 4?
Is that the required ingredients?
Okay, I guess you said it right there. So it needs at least 4. So all of our things.
It isn't. I think 4 is max in the current system. So it can't have more than 4 required ingredients, and I think the default is it only requires 1 tool max, but it doesn't. You don't have to have 4 ingredients, and you don't have to have a tool. So we can just have 1 ingredient, like making like
Right,
wire
one-
or something like that.
One ingredient's perfect because that's just like a blunt weapon. You can just say, hey, here's a pipe, bang, you're
Yeah.
done.
That's what I like the idea of if we did melee weapons, that essentially all we're really doing there is saying, like, is it long enough that you could swing it yet, or is it sharp enough that you could stab someone with it yet? You know, I'm not really looking for, this is a broadsword that requires a handle. We could just sort of say, okay, well, here's like a variety of components that don't sound like they're weapons that you could turn into a weapon without a tool, or perhaps with a very basic tool. Because then you could feel like you're just grabbing some spare parts and making a crowbar out of it.
Right, and plus in the way you think and everything, and the way I understand it, we're then just defining data. So that one piece of data may end up someday coming into a weapon or something that we never even thought of. But we already have like a few pieces that would just fit nicely.
Yeah, that's something I need to talk to Ollie about, actually. It's for CAS. There's a function I ended up writing that was super useful, which was to apply one CAS file to another CAS file for a specific list of keys. So I'd basically reference one CAS class, and then feed it another CAS class and a small list of of attribute names that I was interested in. And then the class would go through that list of attribute names and add, if they were both numeric, it would then add that other class to itself. Because that way, what I ended up thinking was, if you have, say, a body part, say a hand, that might have some statistic impact on its own. And then if it equips a weapon suddenly, and that weapon is made out of, say, 30 components, and all of those components have little statistical impact, you could essentially just add them all together. You could take the base hand and then list all of the components involved and just add them all to the base, to the hand. You'd probably have to do it as like a single or a float rather than an integer, but it seemed to work out alright as an integer, just stacking them on top of each other.
Okay.
Jedi's deep.
Is it basically? I'm only using magic numbers because I'm trying to place it on the screen. So I mean, yeah, I just guess it's just guesswork at this stage. I mean, I could just have checked something. I mean, it's pretty bloody close what I've just done. To be honest, I've pretty much nailed it. Although really, really badly. But yes, magic numbers are fun. Why not? Right. Okay. So let's make this. Let's make these 90. Let's see how that works out. 390, and then right, okay, and then we can have our like can it craft type thing, and then we hope not, and then whatever, right? Okay, that seems fine. And then for the sake of writing this, we need to actually do check robot parts. Okay, so what are we gonna do? We're gonna do a current int, and then basically what it's gonna do is total filled. Right, that's gonna make sense. In a sec, we're gonna do a for loop, and basically this is gonna do. We're gonna have an int and slot. We got slot fill. Slot filled. Obviously, we want to start that equal to 0, and then basically, while slot filled is less than 8, we're gonna do slot filled plus plus. And what's it gonna do is it's gonna do an if statement. And within it, it's going to go back to our lovely robot parts field. It's going to get slot filled and check if it's got something in it. Now, and yes, okay. So we're going to check it, and if it's basically if it's not equal to 0, then it must have some. Oh yeah, Dave, can you give Martin the admin powers that you have, and he doesn't?
No. That was our chance.
In TeamSpeak, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Right, okay. It's then going to do a total field. I'm going to do if. If total field, it's probably like, let's just do more than one. Actually, let's just say, yeah, 1, 0. And return true. It won't be much of a robot if it has only one part in it, but for now, for testing, I mean, why not? We only technically have one. Well, we have 2 parts that could be considered before I add this whole like zip file which has been given to me. Now these given me are sprites, right? But do you have the cast files as well for them? I don't know what Martin's doing, but anyway, yes, okay.
That's me. That's alright, I'm just having some fun.
Okay. Yeah, so my question is, the assets you've just given me, the zip folders, do you have a cast file to go with it for the items?
No.
No. Okay, well, looks like I'm doing that today. Right, let's have a look what part.
I can make one.
No, don't worry.
If it would be easier, I could take the time to make one.
No, don't worry. Because we're not, like, it'll be a new function anyway of what we want to name it. But if it's a part to build a robot.
And to be honest, I didn't know where you guys were as far as what he was putting out and you were picking up. So I kept it simple.
I don't want this one. Right, this has got everything in it. Perfect.
I think I fixed mine.
Okay. Hopefully he says something soon. Right, okay, we have our robot sprites here. And obviously these will be recreated. Now, not to offend Oz, but I think he knows. Right.
What?
Well, that these parts will be redrawn.
Oh yeah, no. To be honest with you,
fucked
Ali,
up.
as far as I see it, all the art is temporary until we have some sort of disclaimers and like way to back it up that we have permission to use it and that it's original art.
Exactly.
Like everything that we see on screen here is unaccounted for as far
Exactly.
as we're concerned.
Perfect. You got it right. Okay, cool. Okay, so do I need any of this again? Don't need that.
But for what it's worth, you're free to put any of this anywhere and use it however you would like.
Okay.
For the record. And the PSD, by the way, I also uploaded so that if you wanted to rearrange something, if it for alignment's sake,
Sure.
it's also there.
Will be nice. Yeah, I like that because then I can check how exactly it lines up and what might work better in the hopefully this preview slot which we got now.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's there. So you can just make some quick changes. Just do what you need.
Let's see. I'm gonna move this. Alright, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna change this.
And technically, I have the beginning part of the stats and information about each one of them, but not enough to publish yet.
Yeah, okay, that's cool.
Gimme.
Wait, if you what?
Stats.
Quick change to the
Dave
timetable.
saved me.
He saved you. So what exactly did you break, exactly?
I removed all my permissions from the server.
Right, well, do you see the error in that then?
Yeah.
Items, robot. I actually know what this is. Yeah. We're gonna sort these all out eventually, but we actually already have a battery in the game, which is somehow, I don't know how that happened, but apparently we do. So, okay, let me see if I can change the view of this. Oh, actually.
Yeah, if you've got the old spec I gave you, the old robot bits, it's got some stuff in there. If you get scrap parts, you can build up to robot arm. But I want somebody else to make some definitions. I'm bored of saying my own.
Yeah, no, I see. I looked through them. I read it. Some of the art's already been redone that you gave me. So yeah, they're kind of already in the game. You can actually make most of them. Yeah, I think, apart from some of them. But yes, okay, right. So we got the robot parts all in. That's cool. Well, not really. We still have to create all the items, but whatever. Let's have a look. So we've got. Is this still commented to be Dave's stuff to test? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's fine. We'll still call it Dave's stuff to test for now. We've got rubber, which is my thing, but whatever. Okay, so now we've got Oz's. We've got robot parts. Perfect, right. Okay, so let's just choose the basic ones for now, so we don't go too far into this stuff. Okay, so probably the best one to use is, oh my god. Pac-Man as the core, yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's have, yeah, we'll just call it Pac Core, as you've named it. Well.
Because then you have the option whether you could just use the mono wheel
Yeah.
Or you can go and put the other parts together with it if you want.
Sure. Revel 1994. Thank you very much for following the channel. Welcome to the studio, dude. Thank you for being here. Hope you're having a good day today so far. Thank you. Okay, so let's take all this. That's where we have rubber. Why is it not? Oh, whatever. Okay, so we've got assets, sprites, items, and then we want robots. Robot. Oh no, robot. That's fine. And then we got pack core.
Oh, I found in my file I had a definition for rubber, but I didn't have a spray for it.
Yeah, I've made a spray. It's all in. I just haven't added it to anything. Actually, yeah, I think, yeah. It's to make cables, I think I have it for. A line of copper and cables. And rubber makes a cable, I think. Or scrap metal, I can't remember, whatever. Alright, okay, so we've got the core. Let's then quickly add, I don't know. Do you have a CPU as part of this, Oz?
Excuse me. No.
No. Okay. Well, that's fine. Well then, we can.
It's not, like I said, it wasn't a visual.
Yeah.
thing.
No. Sure. We don't need a CPU to start with. We'll just pretend they know shit. Right.
You could just use any of them, or just rename it, whatever. Maybe that cannon base, just a little square.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. We need a potato to stand in for any electrical.
Oh, exactly. Exactly. I want my potato robot. That's what I want.
An
and
accessory
then,
socket.
yeah. Yeah. Right. No, potato battery. That's what I want. I want to do my farming of potatoes and then turn it into a battery. That's what I want to do.
That'd be awesome. Have a little workforce of potato-powered robots.
So for this, let's just say cannon. Maybe. Yeah. Let's just say. How have you done it? Let me have a look. That's fine. Yeah, we could just have a cannon. I'm just gonna add 3 for now. To test stuff out. Because there will be different parts. That works fine. Okay. And obviously we have different types of cannon eventually, but yeah, the cannon by itself is fine. Okay. Cool, so that's all in. So a pack core, we basically, we've got type crafting, which is what we want. Okay, so that's going to go into each one. But on top of that, we now need to have basically, we're in its crafting slot. Actually, do you want crafting? I'm gonna call it type robot. Actually, that makes more sense. Robot. Okay, so it's robot, and then for the core, we're gonna have a robot core. And then we have robot mobility. If I could actually spell, that'd be great. And then cannon, we have robot attachment. And these are the slots it can fit into when you're crafting it. That's all good. That can go in. It's fine. So they should all be loading in. So let's have a look. Let's make sure. Wait, build errors? I haven't even done anything. Oh, maybe I have. What's this? Alright, there we go. Okay, this should work now. Fine. Good. Let's go full screen. Provided by Monster Cat, of course. Music. Thank you to them. Okay. So we got the craft. Apparently we can do stuff, even though got nothing in it. Okay, well, that's interesting. In fact, that looks kind of weird. Why does that look weird? We're looking at robot crafting. Because it's 10 instead of whatever I just did. So if menu and check robot parts. So clearly something's going weird. If total field is right, because I haven't got it fast, that would explain why it's doing that. Didn't make any sense why it was saying I could craft anything when I haven't actually used any parts. Good. Right, let's see. There we go. Okay. So we're going to have to put stuff in here. Let's check our console to see if we have everything we need. So let's have a look. We have. We haven't added the recipe, but that's fine. Technically, we don't need a recipe. We'll just find them out in the world for now. So let's see. We'll add an object. That's fine. All the bushes. Apparently, I haven't actually done that properly. There's a slight issue with that. So we'll get to that soon, hopefully. Not a big deal right now. Right, so we have... I could find it. Where is it looking at? Okay. Image loaded. And then we should have... Oh yeah, it's going to give me an RGB warning because I haven't saved them in Paint.net, but that's fine, whatever. Yeah, but they're all loading in, so that's fine. That's good. So, for the sake of testing, let's go put them outside. Where exactly outside could I put them? Probably like down here would be great. Probably, I'm guessing. I also want to move this into the middle of the thing eventually, but yeah, whatever. So wherever I am now would be great. So, yeah, cool. Okay. So, I have no idea what the numbers are. I probably could have just checked, but I didn't, so I'm an idiot. Anyway, so let's do that slowly. Here we go. That was such a weird deadline. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, so we've got 28, 29, and 30 are our main things that we're using. Perfect, okay. So if we go back to chunk, and we go to items, all the way down here. Let's just put these in. So maybe it's a bit easier to use. Okay, so we got 18, 19, and 20. Let's just place these in. 18, 19, and 20. There we go. That's going to go in, that's cool. And then we could probably just put these along slightly. Like 1. And then down, we'll try and make them as low as possible. Let's just put them as 15. We'll get the placement for that. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so let's also make sure to do this. Right, so now we should be able to see them in the game mode when we run it. Since that's all saved. Over here, that's fine, that still works. Excellent. So it should be down here. I feel like this is a slight disappointment. I feel like I accidentally completely messed up the numbering. Is it 28? It's 28, isn't it? 29, 30. Brilliant. Well, that was great. That's my short-term memory really working great there. Got that.
Is young.
Yeah. Got that many items already. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, you're sizing. Okay, but interesting.
What they're 256 just to
yeah,
give us space to work with, and it was just
sure.
where it was.
No,
but they're all centered, so
that's fine. I just need to resize them then. But whatever, that's cool.
Technically, they should all line up.
Yeah, they all line up, but hopefully when you'll see on the stream.
Oh yeah. But yeah, it's cool, man. It's just big. It's a big, scary robot.
Yeah. I want to wait. Is it not allowing me to pick stuff up? And why is it not allowing me to pick them up? Oh, because they're bloody massive. So I have to go all the way over here. That'll be why. So now if I go into the inventory, there we go. They're still in it. They're just not really picking up. Alright. Great. Okay, that was interesting.
Use the force, Luke.
Holy crap. Okay.
Oh, you got him.
Right, let me quickly resize those.
You have the PSD.
Yeah. All I need to do is just... There we go, they look fine. What are they? Monowheel. But yeah, you've done well with the centering. You've done it pretty much exactly how it's supposed to be, so that's good. Actually, you've done it exactly how it's supposed to be. That's excellent. Right. Save. 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 Good. Okay. Let's try that again. Alright, okay. Oh. Let's go pick them up this time again. Hopefully they're... Oh, they're actually in good places this time. Right, so... We have all of them in the slots, that's perfect. Okay. Fine. I just realised you all saw a black screen for like a long time. I do apologise. Okay, so what we actually need now is basically a slot on the side, which shows what items you have that are basically can be used in this. And you just click it and it goes into the right slot, which is great. Okay. So, let's see here. Shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our lovely crafting background. What we're going to do is we're going to canvas size this, put it to the right. And width, we're going to give it probably another 800, I would say. Like that. Which looks wonderful. That's so amazing. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over that. The Norton Gamer 4000, thank you very much for following, dude. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to the studio, now officially a member. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Alright, okay. Let me not actually, you know what, that was a bad move. Hold on, don't make me do that just yet. What I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna go up here. Pick one of these. Wow, of course that didn't work. Right, let's try that again. An idiot. Right, let's try, you know what? Right. Copy this. Go up here. Paste. Done. Fantastic. That was really easy. Okay, so let's put that up here. That. That's fine. Now go down here and do whatever this weird thing I just did. Like that. Perfect. Okay. Okay. So now that I've done that, what I need to do is, if I actually reopen up our actual crafting background and take exactly this. Now, it doesn't have to be as big, but it's about the right height, width, whatever you want to call it, for this. There we go. Let's do it the right this time. There we go. Fantastic. So if I zoom out a bit. Right, and we keep it exactly like that. We should have it somewhat like that, seems fine. Now this does look weird. How we've got it. You know, I knew this was gonna happen. Let's try it. This is gonna look really weird, but whatever. Straight to a PNG. I'm not even sure about this myself. Yeah, okay, that's fine, whatever. Right, so this is gonna probably show up wrong unless I've done it great the first time when I actually created this system. I doubt it. Should show it right in the middle, hopefully. No, I was wrong. I was wrong. To be honest, I'm happy for it to stay like this for now. Because I might have a button here that collapses this section, actually. That actually might be better. But yeah, okay, whatever. For now, it's good. So all we need to do now is create some next level graphics for this. Okay. That's not right. I just want the length. There we go. Alright, so we need that to be 32. Upon it's 185, which is fine, whatever. Okay. And like we do on our main thing, we're gonna have these white boxes. But we're gonna actually implement our design correctly on that. Preferably not like that. Let's put that. There we go. I have no idea what I saved it as for the last one, but I'm guessing it's crafting options. And then we'll just have robot crafting options this time. crafting options, and then fine. See if that's is there anything else I need to make? Probably not. Although, yeah, okay, fine. That's cool. Right. And I'll reuse the craft buttons possibly. I won't place. This is fine for now. Okay. So let's save. That's saved. Okay, that's fine. Let's quickly add it as part of our GUI bag. Let's see. We got crafting options. So this will be 28. I believe, yeah, should be. Or am I wrong? No, this should be 28. Okay, so robot crafting options is 28. Fantastic. Okay, so basically what we're going to do now is take basically a... What's the probably like a... Yeah, system. I'm going to take our inter-rendering. Our for loop and inter-rendering. We're going to clean it up very quickly after we've done this though. Let's remove Ollie loves magic numbers comment because it's irrelevant. Okay.
I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
Cool. Cool. Right, so let's go down here. Okay. So we got 8, that's all good. Now this is going to place it in a weird location. Now if I'm correct, let me quickly find this. Well, this would be 28. Right, that's cool. I think that was right. Hopefully. Or not. Actually, no, that's fine. Actually, what does it even do? If menu, that's not it then. Where's my pre-selection button? Select view. Sorry, this is the one I want. This is what I want, 28. All this is actually old rubbish. We don't really care about that, to be honest. We've got crafting listing now. We need to get crafting listing in exactly the right spot. So, if I go back over here, where exactly is it on? Where's this point here? It's like 610. Yeah, 610. 610. Okay, fine. So what we need to do is needs to be along. So this needs to be 610. Actually, I have no idea. Guessing it's a 610. Downwards it should be the same, I think. So along it should be 610. Right, you know what? Let's just try and go for that then. I don't know what we reveal. It's great. Let's see. Probably something weird. Hopefully it just lists downwards though for 8. That's what I'm looking for, and then we can fix up and remove whatever. Okay, well, it completed the wrong thing, but yes, fine. It was close. It was close. It is 28. Okay. That is weird. Okay. Fine. Well, let's go back here then. Where's our text? That'll be it, though. Let's do that. We don't actually need that, that's fine. What I want to do though is...
Okay, Ollie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try and keep the server group icons down.
Okay, cool, do that,
I've
thank you.
rearranged them all, so now if you look, we all have less icons.
Okay, that's good, because I keep my box pretty small, so I just see, I don't see names, I see icons, and it's kind of stupid, but yeah, okay, cool, perfect, thank you.
You currently have 3 icons: server owner, Twitch streamer, and code developer.
Okay, perfect, that sounds great, thank you. Can we get some Kappa // for Martin, please, in chat? He's done his job well today.
It took me so long to do that.
Kappa // Okay.
I'm gonna make a donate a server group, so if people donate to you, I'm gonna add them to that server group as well.
Okay. That means they could also access the gaming ones, possibly as well. The gaming channels. Yeah. That sounds like a good idea.
Okay, I can do that.
Cool, perfect. Okay. Right, so this button thing should possibly start working, hopefully. It does go downwards, and it is 28. I'm pretty sure 28 is a thing. Interesting. I have no idea where it's gone. Let me try a different graphic. Maybe it's not 28. be 28. This is going to show some really weird thing, I guess. This is actually going to be really weird. I know what it's going to do now. Maybe I can't find it. Maybe I completely mess this up. Yeah, what the hell? Alright, it does that. Brilliant. Well, that's not what I want, though. Amazing. Okay, let's try that again. Right, so it's definitely 28. I can confirm. I don't think it's loading it. What do I save it as? Assets, sprites, GUI, HUD. What have we got? Robot crafting options. Can you confirm it's there? Maybe I'm just looking in the wrong place.
In a little while, could you push your definitions and assets to GitHub or
Yes.
Dropbox?
Sure, I can do that.
Cool, cheers.
Yeah. Okay, so options not gonna work. Robot crafting options. Unless. Okay, that looked like it changed, so maybe it works now. I don't know what I did there. Yeah, thank you, Shiny Chaos. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I just realized. Whoops. Please load. Okay, that's fine. It's a bit high. So I took exactly the same height though. That's slightly weird, but okay. Let's just random number. You know, why not? Probably plus like 200. Nice guess, let's try. Thank you, Shiny.
Ollie, if I was going to do that, that means it would have access to every private room.
But don't we have, you see where we have Hangouts 1, 2, and 3?
Yeah.
In Game Studio Plays?
Yeah.
Yeah, just make those like donator ones.
So it would, I'll put a password on it and tell them the password once they donated.
Can't you just make it so they can access it, much like we had the group
I can
that...
set it so it's a specific permission, but then they can still join it. Other rooms. It's a bit hard to do. With that other one, they can join any streaming room. That's the thing.
Okay, any streaming room then. Whatever, just do what you think donators should get on the server, basically. Give them something special.
Okay.
Cool. Right.
I figured out how I'm gonna do it. Yes, that's how I
Good.
do it.
Alright, let's try this again. What is this? That's not what I want. I want this. Like 900. There's probably a way to find out what it is. Actually, there is. I know exactly what to do. Actually, do I still have debug mode? Is that even a thing still? I don't even know.
You've lost debug mode.
Damn it. Debug mode has been turned on if I click. Ah, 950. It does actually have it. Nice. I can confirm.
Cool.
Apparently, that would have been helpful to remember. I had that like a long time ago. Great. Okay, so that actually needs to be moved up slightly. Not too much. It is quite low, this. That's my concern. Okay. Let's move this up slightly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move up there. That's by 6. Button. Right, so that's by 6. So let's do it. This actually should be then the 6 itself, but I did actually, it was by missing by something anyway, so let's try that. Okay.
So what I missed? Are we done? Are we done?
No,
we have robots? Can we attack?
No.
10 on
No.
10? PvP?
No.
Is
No.
the arena up? Is the store ready?
The store.
DLC?
DLC's ready. That's the #1 like priority.
Sweet.
Yeah. DLC's
Lots of
#1.
vegetables can we farm for?
Yeah. It.
One, apparently.
8 million. You
Can
can
I mine for fish yet?
mind. Again, see, I may go on and watch later. Thank you very much for stopping by. Whatever. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You're awesome, dude. Thank you very much. Enjoy whatever you're going on and do. Right. I still feel like there's a pixel missing. I'm like right up against my screen. Maybe. I think I've done this. Go in. I think I need to move this to 45. 49. And move this up one again. And then that might look good. Hopefully. I pray. There you go. Thank you very much. Enjoy whatever you're gonna do. Thank you. Okay.
Oh,
Perfect.
should donors be able to access the streaming rooms as well?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Ask, but so if Oz doesn't want them to access his, then make sure they don't.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna set it up for certain things.
Who's Test? Is that your bot?
Yeah, no, that's why I'm using to test all these.
Oh, okay.
Identity.
Cool. Because it had I like you using the icon I made yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I
the
don't-
donate icon.
Oh, is it? Oh, that's cool. Actually, I have a coin graphic if you want it.
I don't really mind.
Okay. Well, we can change it later. It's not too difficult. We'll just use that one for now.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got our things now. What
Yeah,
we're
that
gonna.
works how I got it set up.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Okay, so what I want to do now is oh, that doesn't work. That's fantastic. Okay. In fact, I'm just going to annoy myself and put it so where is it? Play sound, even though it's like awful. Yeah. Where is it? If we can actually craft it, let's make the noises and whatever. Right, okay. Audio is something we want to work on soon as well. Like with assets, and that would be cool. Yes. Okay.
A question for you.
Sure, go ahead.
Where would my time be better spent? Doing attachments to give us more variety to start really flushing out more about combat and stats and all that stuff? Or really trying to focus in on those materials and the way that will affect all those stats and everything that falls out from it?
I would rather have different attachments for now, like different weapon types and that kind of stuff, because then when we get to the battle and the different abilities,
Done.
because
Done.
and
You're
then
good.
if you could think of for each attachment 3 abilities, that could possibly go with it.
I-
So
even-
for like a cannon that we're using now, we probably have like single shot, which has probably a good accuracy but low damage. We can have like a spray as an ability. I'm just thinking of names of abilities, yeah, and that the spray's like has a low accuracy but high damage because there's more, yeah, per click, right, per ability time. And then I don't know, something else like
we have
possibly, yeah.
We have a bunch of notes from the other day's stream here, so I got a lot of ideas to run with.
Okay, we'll just come up with those because we're going to be hopefully doing abilities later.
Oh, remember nano guns and mini guns?
Yeah, that kind of stuff. And then each of them has like a different ability, you know, whatever. Like you could even spend a turn charging your weapon, and that means to the next one it does like
Remember the
20%
robot
extra
dispenser?
damage. What was the robot
There's one that
Fabricator.
Yeah, there's one that's kind of like, think of it as a big cargo carrier, right? And on the inside of it's all these little tiny mini ones that self-destruct when they hit their